Alright, you Matty Laddies, it's time for some Invoked Aliens. Now, you've seen it before, but we have changed it quite a little bit. Nothing too significant. You just gotta really hone in on the combos you're gonna use. Here, we're running 3 Stealth Bomber, because that's generally gonna be the monster you want to get rid of with your recombination device. Because anytime it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add 2 counters on a monster. That's whether you do it with recombination, or just a straight up fusion, making a Macabre. If you send it to the graveyard, it's gonna give you 2 counters, so you can use those 2 counters to bring out the Overlord, or you can use those 2 counters to pop the monster the next turn, or you can use them to hit back row, you can use them to do more damage, all that great stuff. We have a wind, a water, a fire, and an earth, all searchable with our recombination. You can send them to the graveyard, use them for invocation, or add them to your hand. Usually you're gonna want to add the Overlord to your hand. We do got 1 droplet because the graveyard's still in play for us, and then obviously just all the big boy Aleister stuff. You could sneak in a terraforming if you really wanted to. You could get rid of droplet or a Viper's Rebirth and go a terraforming, and then just really always have that Aleister. Other than that, it's all the same plays. Aliens do have a level 2 Link monster, but it does take 2 aliens, so it's not the most common play in your arsenal. Other than that, it's going to be some good old-fashioned Invoked Aliens. Hope you guys enjoy. This looks a little off to me. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a random Joey Wheeler. We're going first. Obviously, first you go with Macabre. You know, I want to use fancy things like the Raijin and all that other stuff, the Cositas, but really all you want is Macabre first turn, Purgatrio second turn, and you kind of just focus in on those combos. Here we do have a Stealth Bomber and a recombination, now pretty good hand. We're going Moon Maiden though. Invocation, that's going to give us Macabre. Aleister back to the hand. Now the question is, do you keep the recombination in your hand to negate a field spell, or do you set it? We're going to go ahead and set it. We could have negated that Insight or that Red Eyes Fusion. Could have been pretty good. But he's going to get to use it. Now there's a few ways obviously we can handle a monster like this. We can do it with just an Aleister in our hand. You should know that. It's got a nice, he's put some effects on both his Chain and his Red Eyes though, so he's into it. Now he's trying to Chain Swoop me, so we're going to device him. I don't know if device counts as a target. I don't think it does. Stealth Bomber will though, so now he's going to try to chain it, which lets him fall for his trap, for our trap, because we're going to negate his negate, thus banishing his monster and crippling his plays by a much heavier amount. So he just didn't know what was going to win that little battle. Anyway, Aleister again, that's Invocation. Recombination cell will search whatever we want. He's going to Spirit of Red Eyes, which will make his other trap card live and give him a D-Sod cutscene. Not too bad. Here comes the Red Eyes Black Dragon, a classic card. We search a water. Really all we're missing. Should have gone with Overlord though. Here we're going to Invocation. I don't think we're even going to use the water. Or not, we're going Purgatrio, of course. You always go with the old Purgatrio. Now we're going to get an Aleister. I think we can use our skill too with the Moon Maiden. Or we're going to use our skill super easy by throwing the 2 Aleisters in our hands. Getting those one of the Aleisters back. We grab an alien I've already removed. And then just swing over those defense position monsters. Don't even need the Macabre to swing. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuri. We're going second. We definitely have second turn plays against Predaplants or what have you. Let's see how it goes. He's Gunkin Suship, which is a strong deck as you know. We generally play it with Invoke, but even by itself it's still really strong, and I think he's fully committed to the archetype as he has a trap and stuff. I think one of those traps are like a Suship trap. 3 Stealth Busters in our hand, isn't that wild? But we do have the Aleister, so that's okay. I'm gonna not use the Moon Maiden. I think we're gonna just use our Stealth Buster, because that's gonna give us 2 tokens to put on him, and that's gonna be just enough to get our Overlord out. So boom boom, there's the 2. Overlord is out. Overlord puts another token on him. We're going to get an Aleister back to our hand. He does a bit here. He goes with his trap. Okay. We're gonna use Aleister. He tries to negate my Makaba. That's just gonna trigger our negate. Now he's gonna get banished. He should have just taken the L. Would have been less damage, not lethal. But now he's hit for lethal, so he could have just lost the monster. But he wanted to take the fat L. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going first against a Seto Kaiba. So that means we're gonna plop a Makaba out. He's going Maiden's Meltdown. Usually one negate and you've beaten the Maidens, unless they got super lucky and just hard drawn their fusion. Usually they have to search it, just like us. So let's see. There's Maiden of the Moon. Invocation, that's Makaba for you. You don't put them in the link section for some reason, it doesn't really matter. We do have a Meltdown, so we can negate a spell card. Like I said, you're generally just gonna negate the monster, and it's the monster we're gonna negate, the very one he searched. There he goes. Makaba negate. He does have that ritual monster that would protect him from being targeted, but obviously we don't target. We stealth bust our own monster. That's how wild we are. Dragon made downtime, so we do have counters. You can use those counters to bring out your Overlord if we were so lucky. Here I didn't feel like getting fancy, so I just normal summon an Alien Warrior and hit him for lethal. Sometimes you can do that, other than just doing the Aleister. Only when you know your opponent's really bluffing though, and I was very certain. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Bandit Keith. We're going first. That means Makaba action. We do have our field spell to get to our Aleister. We got a little bit of alien support, but we're going to be able to set the recombination and keep the Meltdown in our hand to negate spells, and we'll still be able to negate monsters and retain our invoked. So we're looking good no matter how you look at it, really. So decent turn. All we gotta hope for is no Book of Moon and no Book of Eclipse. Mystical Space Typhoon, perfectly fine. We can recombination our own monster. That's the beauty of recombination. Now we're gonna negate that. He's trying to search. He's down to 3 cards, so 3-card combo might break this field, but I don't think it's gonna OTK us. Now he sets a monster, so he couldn't even break the field with the 3-card combo. He's going with expendable die to destroy our Makaba. He's Gokis. I love Gokis, in case you didn't know that about me. Obviously, we still have Invokes and Overlords, so he times this out. I love Invoked Aliens. You just gotta know what you're doing with them. What do they offer you? They don't special summon particularly quick. They can eventually, but they're just giving you your full toolbox of fusions. You can generally search what you need really quick, and then it's just an extra bonus, all the other alien effects. You're just supporting Aleister in a good way, which is, you know, some of the stuff you're trying to do. So if you absolutely love aliens, this is a good way to pepper them in there. Show them off. Maybe you've even added effects to your aliens, so who knows. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.